I have done more physical activity in the last 2 hours than I think I've done in the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I am exhausted. I just got back from cricket practice. Can't even talk. I was walking back and I was thinking, well, I don't feel too bad. A little pooped. Opened my door and then here come the stairs. First step. Second step. And then I started using the railing to pull myself up. Thank God no one saw that. But I know a little bit more about cricket now. I really don't know what to say. Um, I would do some things and they'd be like, oh, that's good. And then I'd do some things and they'd be like, maybe you should do it this way. So I have no idea if I'm good at cricket or not. I was learning how to bowl, which is like pitching. I kind of wish I had played softball because you basically start like this and then you go over and throw the ball and you like do a little gallop thing in between, which I'm positive mine looks like gallop, 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 and hello and welcome to Monday. Yay! It's the first day of lectures, but I have to tell you. So, I just walked in my room. My door was unlocked, which I thought was weird, and then I decided that I needed to check around. Double checked, everything was here, and I keep thinking, why was my door unlocked? And then I look down and I feel like an idiot because this is what was brought into my room. A brand new chair. Look at that chair. Plastic on it and everything. You know how long it took me to figure out that was what was different? That just goes to show I had a really long day. So, some of you have asked about the spiders. Amber, you didn't mention the spiders. Have they gone away? No, they have not. I had traps. One of them has been sacrificed because there was a very large spider that I almost got but ran up into my wall. Yes, I'm going to repeat that. He ran up into my wall. They used to have heaters that were like half in the wall, half out, and they replaced them with just outside of the wall. But they left the holes open. So I saw him hanging out because poor thing, it was too hot in the wall next to the heater. So he was hanging out. I tried to get him, he ran up in the wall. I, like a grown up, shoved pieces of paper to close it up and then put all of the traps I own all around them. It worked. He got stuck in one of the glue traps and then I beat the trap with a shoe until I knew he was positively absolutely dead. But I had one next to my bed last night. I reached over to read a book. Luckily, I didn't just reach, I went, and there was a spider like, hey, what's up? I'm just sitting on your book. I'm just gonna try and bite your face while you're sleeping. And he died. But not before I had some choice words with him about being that close to my bed. So there are still spiders, and I had someone else from the States tell me that they were convinced the spiders here were bigger. Y'all, I just had a realization. I'm sitting here having a leisurely breakfast before I go to the library forever to read everything. And all of a sudden it hits me. I'm sitting here, I'm eating porridge, I'm drinking a cup of tea. Y'all, it happened. They're trying to turn me British. I've only been here for like not even 3 whole weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I don't even know. I don't even know what time it is. What is happening? So, I'm a little pissed off right now. It's 12-ish, and I took a shower, came out, and you know what I found on my bed? A huge spider hanging out. Like, what's up? Hope you don't mind. Oh, okay, so in this 1 week alone, I've killed a spider on my bedside table, hanging out, and one on my bed. The worst part was this one that was on my bed, I freaked out, and I tried to pull him because he was sitting on top of a couple pieces of clothing I had been drying, and I set on my bed. He was hanging out on those. So when I tried to pull the clothing off the bed, he got lost. And nothing like having a large lost spider in your room around midnight. Because, hell no, I'm not going to sleep. Hell no. I'm sorry. You expect me to sleep knowing that there's a huge spider this big in my room just hanging out? No, ain't gonna happen. So after an operation we'll call, oh hell no, I'm gonna kill this and find this thing. Yes, that's the whole name of the operation. Finally found him. He was inside of a shirt that I like to wear, like sleeping. That makes me feel better. Killed him. He's real dead. Real dead. So if you know any ways to deter spiders, I would be more than happy to hear about them, as they appear to be moving into my room. Happy Friday. Of course, when you're watching this, it probably won't be Friday. Maybe it will be. If so, happy Friday. And if not, sorry, it's not Friday, but maybe it will be soon. So I've had a good week. I had 3 of my 4 courses so far. It's been very interesting. The people like in my course know I'm an American. Uh, there's about 16 of us. 13 are from China. I'm from the U.S. We have one from the U.K., one from the Canary Islands, and one from Qatar. So it's an interesting group, very all over the world. But I have had this interesting experience where some of the teachers think that I'm from Europe, which is really funny in the sense that there's a lot of German like exchange students for the semester. And so for some reason, I guess the blonde hair and the blue eyes, a lot of my lecturers are thinking that I'm German. And yeah, so that's funny because they start speaking English very slowly to me and ask me how do I like England and is it very different from Germany? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I speak and they're like, oh. And then they figure out I'm the American, the crazy American, the token American, if you will. So I went to TK Maxx to get myself a really nice jacket because it gets cold here. Funny enough, last week it was really warm, really nice. Like I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna have to go buy more short sleeve shirts. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's so hot. I brought winter stuff. Well, I guess Mother Nature heard and she was like, excuse me, because now it is cold. It is cold. It is rainy. I tell you, this wind, because we're right on the coast, the wind coming in is ridiculous. So I decided, after Mother Nature was like, "Whatcha?" with the cold, I need to get a good winter coat. So I went to TK Maxx, which I don't know if many of you, it's like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Ross. So they have really nice things. They're all like last season, heaven forbid. When you go in looking for something, you kind of have to be flexible. But because they kind of have whatever stock is there is there. So let's say you fall in love with the jacket, but they don't have your size. Too bad, you can't have it. So you kind of, flexibility when you're going into a store like that is very important. So I, going into the store, wanted a warm jacket that was not too fluffy. I wanted a hood, but I didn't want anything on the hood because I've seen a lot of people with fur. on their hoods, which seems to be fashionable. So through the power of movie magic, I want to give you a little tour because my jacket has something about it that's a little strange. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but we'll see. Are you ready to see my jacket? Good. Hello. So this is what I call a winter jacket. As you can see, I had to get over fur on the hood because, let's face it, we're in the UK, and for some reason they seem to be really into the fur on the hood right now. Although that is not my favorite, I just had to go with it. So I'm either really in style or I'm going to look really funny. Or I might do both. I don't know. So this jacket is very interesting for a couple of reasons. It's kind of like a burgundy color, which I like, you know, but it has a feature about it you might not be able to see too closely on the video, but I think might be a little odd. Okay, watch. I'm going to put my hand in my pockets. Nice, yeah. One set. Second set. Boob pockets. What is this? What? Yes, my hands are in pockets. I'm sorry, but if I walk around like this, I think people will stare. But you know what? Also, if it's like negative 15 Celsius, like they've been saying that it sometimes gets to hell with everybody. I might have my hands in my boot pockets. I don't know. I wanted to show you all this coat because it's really big and fluffy, and there is a 99.9% chance that it will not make it back to the U.S. Although, you know, I might grow very attached to my boot pockets. I'm not sure.